and gentlemen, we are live on the YouTube world. So welcome to, let me make sure I got this right because this ring, guys, this ring came to me when I looked at our Easton Park neighborhood specialist, and my dyslexia will say ESPN, but it's not ESPN. It is EPNS. I think that's such an awesome ring.
EPNS.
Welcome to EPNS, the Easton Park neighborhood specialist. We're all realtors here. We live here, we work and we play here. We host events. We have so much fun. And we also bring you these live streams where we highlight a resident, talk about upcoming events, and we finish off with market stats because who doesn't want to know what's going on in the real estate world? So, anyways, that's our introduction. I don't know who wants to go first, Gabby, Araceli, or I can go first so y'all can get to know a little bit about us before we bring on our resident highlight.
All right. Araceli, go ahead.
Araceli, go.
Hi, I'm Araceli. Yeah, we like she mentioned, we all live here. We work with y'all. We play with y'all. I'm just happy to be here to provide a service. And again, I love our live streams. I love highlighting our residents and really getting to know each other.
Yay! I'm gonna go like that. I always do this clap when I do my little Instagram.
I like it.
And Gabby, go ahead, ma'am.
Okay, so I'm Gabby Leite, and that's what we were just talking about before the live stream. My family's from Brazil, but I grew up in the Dallas area, so I come from a little bit of all over, and that gives me a unique appreciation for the community that we have here, for Austin as a whole, but especially Easton Park. And yeah, we do. We live, work, and play here, and this community is like no other I've ever seen. So we're trying to bring value by setting up these events and good little resources for y'all and all kinds of fun stuff. I think that about sums it up. I'm just happy to be here.
Yes, and I'm excited too. Woo!
Oh wait, how does it go?
Bottom up. It's from the bottom up. No, here I'm teaching a course on the clap that I do. It's a silly clap, but anyways, guys, I'm Liza Brazel. Also live here in Easton Park. Originally, so I'm a native Austinite, and I grew up in East Austin, and I moved all over Austin, including Round Rock and Hutto. Oak Hill at the time wasn't really considered Austin. Now it kind of is, but I've lived all over Austin, and it's weird because we seem to settle always back here to the Southeast Austin area, and here I am again. But yes, that is a little bit about me. I've been in real estate for about 10 years now, actually over 10 years now. And primarily in the residential sector. And I love helping people here, building community. We do also host events that I'm excited to talk about here in a little bit. But that's enough about me, guys. I'm going to keep talking. So I'm going to stop myself. Araceli, if you want to do the honors and let us know what is coming up next.
Okay, well, as you all know, we do a resident highlight, which you can be one too. But basically what we do is we find a neighbor that we want to highlight for the month. This month, we have the honor to have Christina Wilson, which is the founder and owner of A Day with Christina, which is a wedding coordinating service. So as you know,
wedding planner.
We were just talking about this, about how, summertime, anywhere else other than Texas, it is the wedding season. But now with the cooler weathers, it is time to start planning those weddings. So
can we do the drum roll, the red carpet, the online live stream red carpet? Let's do it. Miss Christina Wilson.
Yeah.
I love it. Wait, I want to do it too.
I'm so silly. I know. I don't know how that came about. I do it. I post these stories on Instagram and Facebook and TikTok every day. And I don't know how that came to be, but everybody makes fun of me. And I'm like, y'all know, you know what? Because you made fun of me, I'm going to do it more now.
Double down on it. I love it, Liza. Christina, welcome.
So excited. What an absolute pleasure. I am your neighbor. I do live here. And it's been incredible since I've been here in Easton Park.
How long have you been in Easton Park?
In 3 days, it will be 4 months.
Oh, you brand new.
Yes, my husband and I, we moved here almost 4 months ago, directly from Atlanta, but by way of the DMV area. So DC, Northern Virginia, Maryland.
Oh my goodness. That is
I was like, the DMV? That's
I know everyone's like, car, what do you like?
Also, fun fact, Christina had some friends from Atlanta come out to visit her because she is so dang loved. So Christina went with us.
Absolute best friends.
So
Where are they at? Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Those are some good friends right there.
Can I just say something? Shout out to Christina. I know this isn't like technically your business, but it kind of is. When she showed up to the French dinner club this week, I kid you not.
Too. Ugh.
The entire space, everybody turned and she was like, bonjour. And she had this little hat and like,
Christina was
it was honestly such a vibe and everybody loved it. I have to give like full shout out for that. You know, whenever somebody walks in and you're just like, ooh, you just made this event next level.
I took the assignment seriously. My friends and I, we were listening to French music before we were like, bonjour, mademoiselle.
You understood the assignment.
I love it.
And I imagine you bring that same passion to your day of planning.
Oh, I certainly try. Honestly, from the moment I meet a client or a couple, and I carry that through the entire process. It can be super stressful, super exciting, a lot going on. For many people, they really don't know, hey, what am I really supposed to be doing? And so I bring in okay, let's calm down. I got you.
Yes.
I got you.
Yes. Okay. Well, can we back up? I want to hear all about it. I want to hear what sparked this idea. So I hear day of, and I'm like, okay, so we hire you the day of, and then you just make my wedding happen. So I need a little bit more information. Tell me about it.
Yeah. So next year will be 10 years that I have been a coordinator. It's wild. I can't believe it, but so blessed. So it really started out as word of mouth. Someone asked me, hey, can you do this for a family member? And because in my previous life, I coordinated and directed fashion shows on college campuses. So that idea of being organized and disciplined, I've been able to do. So I did my first wedding. It's a lot of moving pieces, but the way my mind works, I'm able to kind of bird's eye view and orchestrate it. So I did the wedding. I think the first wedding I did was in Orlando. Like I said, almost 10 years ago. And since then, it's really just been word of mouth. So I've been doing it on the side. I actually just quit my full-time tech job after 6 years. Wow. And so now I'm pursuing entrepreneurship full-time after I've been doing it for, some years off to the side. So even though I've been doing the work for a long time, this is me branching out and doing it for full time.
Full throttle.
That's exciting.
On yourself. Good for you. It takes a lot of courage.
Thank you. And it is a little different to answer your question, Araceli. It is a little different. So day of coordinating is typically I get there or someone would get there just the day of and make sure that the event, the wedding flows well. Well, I'm a little different. So it is the day of with me, but I am supporting and assisting my couples throughout the entire process. So depending on what service or package they choose for me, that will determine what level of hands-on I have. But either way, I will end up being essentially the manager, the coordinator for the day of.
And that's so needed. I can only imagine, like, I'm thinking back when I got married, I found out I was pregnant, and then I also had a wedding to plan, and it was such a small wedding that stressed me out. We kept it really small and simple. It was cheap, girl. It was so cheap, but we went to Chapel Dulcinea, right? Put that $100 deposit there, and that was our wedding. All right. But anyways, I couldn't think, like, I can't imagine the folks that actually put on a, full-fledged wedding with the coordination, the food, the rehearsal dinner. I don't know anything about that because I didn't personally go through it. And I've seen other weddings that I've been invited to. And I'm like, how did you guys put this together? So I would imagine that you already have all the resources and connections to make it happen, plus the personality, right? Personality is a cherry on top. So that is definitely needed. I can already tell you would definitely make this happen, make the show happen, make it happen.
Make it happen.
Wait, so I have a question. Whenever you're talking about coordinating all of the moving parts, is there anything that you don't do? Like, or do you work with everything? So like catering, photography, all of the things, or do you have a niche that you kind of take over?
So I work with every vendor that you have. So essentially I am building everything other than sourcing your vendors. So as a couple, you would still seek out your own photographer, you would still seek out your own caterer, your venue. Now I can support in that, and that's what I've been doing since I'm new to Texas, specifically Austin. I'm learning more about the area altogether. I'm connecting with vendors and photographers so that I can be able to support my couples with, hey, these are people that I can recommend. However, it is their responsibility to seek out their own vendors. But once they do that, then I am now connecting with vendors so that my couples can truly have a hands-off experience.
Right.
Gotcha.
I love that. That's like us whenever we're managing like the title company process, where it's just like, okay, we get the lender that you picked out and all these other things you picked out, but you just keep everything moving smoothly.
Exactly.
And you've been doing it for 10 years now.
Yes. And honestly, now that you mention that, I can really see essentially the correlation between a wedding coordinator and a realtor. So when I bought our home in Atlanta, listen, as a first-time home buyer, as a first time getting married, you're excited about the wedding, right? I'm excited about the home. So in between me getting the home and before that, the realtor is really there to support you, educate you, hold your hand, make sure you have the resources, give you the guides. Essentially, I do the same thing, right? As your coordinator, I'm there to hold your hand, support you, make sure you have the resources, guide you through the process. So at the end of the day, as they are signing off on closing day with you, they are walking down the aisle with me.
I love that. I love that.
Is that
support?
Yes. I mean, that peace of mind is so priceless. And I can see how having somebody like you would literally allow someone to enjoy so much more. I love that.
Do you go, Christina, do you go to, you know how Austin has, I don't know what they're called because I've been to it one time. It's like a bridal extravaganza at the Palmer Event Center. Do you do that? What is it called? Do you do that too? Because I went one time and I'm like, oh, I kind of want to go again, but not say that because I like the.
Come with me next time.
I just want to go just to go. Like, it's kind of fun.
It's a lot of fun. It's incredible networking opportunities. I learn a lot. But I am doing, and you mentioned that you are but lived in Dallas for a long time. So my next extravaganza or expo is actually in Dallas in November.
Wow.
Yeah.
What is it?
Yeah. November something.
It's before Thanksgiving, I'm sure.
It is.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool. And so how do you usually get your clients? Is it referral based?
Mostly referral, and I'm so thankful for people who see the value in what I do and see how it can connect with their family and their friends. They're not referring me to somebody way down the line. They're trusting me with their family members and their friends that are in the journey. So I always appreciate that, but mostly, yes, through referrals. And as I'm growing my network here in the Austin and surrounding cities, my hope is to continue to go to these sorts of events where I'm able to, hey, everyone, this is what I do. And they're able to pick me or choose me as their coordinator and wedding planning consultant.
I'm going to follow you on Instagram.
Yes, please.
I'm going to pull you up. Hold on.
I'm going to do it right now, too.
I like doing it live. I don't do it before Christina. No, I want to do it on the live. The proof is in the pudding. All right. No,
I love it.
So the day, the dot day of guys, y'all need to follow her. Hold on a second.
The dot day of.
Yes.
Okay.
Let me see. You're going to. Let me see.
I love it.
Here, I see it. The day of right there. Okay, wedding planning. Yep. That's you.
And
But
but it
just got 3 new followers.
more sounds like you can do a lot more than weddings
The proof
too.
is there. Look, the proof is there.
See, the proof is there. We did it live. Yeah, guys, we would love for you to support Christina. She is our neighbor. We love her. She has a fantastic personality. You know what's crazy is that when you walked into the what does it call it, the Costello,
Yeah.
and right off you had this personality. I was like, oh my gosh, we need to have her. We need to have her on our live stream. This is amazing. You have such a fantastic personality. I already feel like we vibe. You know, I use those words, we vibe already. So I'm going to definitely give you a shout out on Instagram and also on the Facebook forums in Easton Park. I think that would be a nice touch. So, you know, because people love to be reminded, we forget, we scroll and we forget. So I'm going to do it again and spam everybody because they need to know you. You need to keep top of mind to everybody here. Whoever needs to plan a wedding or they have someone that's going to plan a wedding. I don't know. I mean, maybe I might need your help if I want to get married again. No, I'm just kidding. Like married again.
Is that your vows? You want to do a larger ceremony?
Yeah. Like, so I was thinking because I had such a small wedding. I don't know if you encounter this. Let me just tell you my plan, and then my husband's gonna be like, "You're crazy. What? You don't even talk to me." But anyways, I like say these plans out loud, and then he's finding out later. But. So let me give you the little gist. I was pregnant and then we were getting married, right? So we had such a small wedding. It was just family members, super, super small. And then we just went out to eat somewhere. But I've always thought like we've now been together. Let me see. That was since 2010. So that's already coming up on 13 years. And I've always thought about like, what if we threw like an actual wedding, like a big, because from my family being Latina, right? I'm used to like big parties, right? We throw a big party, music, everybody's dancing. And I kind of want that. I miss that. And I've been thinking like friends have told me like, you should throw like a 10-year, you know, whatever it's called, whatever the term is called, remarriage or married renewals, whatever. And not really renewal. We're not, I mean, I just want to have a party. We never
party
that. So whatever you call that, I don't know if you deal with that, Christina, but I want that one day.
We can talk about it because I think you should. It's such, and especially that you all have continued on your journey. Who you are today with your spouse, with your husband is not the same person. So celebrating how you all have continued marriage.
I love that.
Oh my God. Okay. So I just wanted to be just making sure mine would be different because, you know, we're not technically getting, you know, whatever the term is called. Girl, I'm so perfect. I don't have the words, but y'all know this is how I am. I'm going to be real and I'm going to keep it real. But yes, that's what I want. So I might be your next client. And I'll surprise Brian. I'll be like, hey, we're doing a thing.
You know, Brian's listening right now. So.
No, he's not.
Brian.
He's not because he's at work.
I do have a question though, which is not related to the business, but I am always curious to know what attracted you to Easton Park. You know, we want to know what the neighbors are saying about the community. You know, we all live here. We all love it here. Yeah. So what brought you to Easton Park?
All right. Is this a safe space? Can I just get real?
Yes.
Yes. Publicly in the World Wide Web.
Yes.
Okay. So as I share with you all, my husband and I, we moved here almost 4 months ago. And so before that, I still had a full-time job working in the tech world. It was remote and he got a promotion. So praise God. Thank you. He got a promotion and it was either Austin, Texas or Chicago.
Okay.
And so he was already out here for a project, a non-related project. So I came out to visit and we visited Easton Park. And I was just like, you know what? I can see myself living in Austin, bump Chicago.
I love it.
So we came out because when the people that we met just as we were touring the area, they were incredible. Just so sweet, so knowledgeable, very encouraging. And if you guys do move out here, let's connect, let's do this. And it just warmed my heart. I'm clearly from the South. And so having that level of hospitality, it was just like,
yeah,
let's do it. We
got that, girl. We got it all day long. And then for Christmas, it looks so pretty. And oh my God, I love it. I like driving in every time. I'm like, oh, I melt
here. I like it for Halloween. I love all of the Halloween.
Halloween's cool.
Okay, I heard it's quite epic here. Wicked Walk, like a real situation.
The Wicked Walk is one version of epic, but then we also have neighbors that will do their own like kind of haunted house.
Yes,
They'll do like an open haunted house kind of thing with like, here's a time for the kids to come through, and then after this, it's only adults and it gets spooky, and we like it's awesome. And then people will also sit outside for Halloween during the trick-or-treating, and some of them will sit there with like, they have their bucket of candy and also a little tray of Jello shots. And so it's just like,
yes. I love that. I was like, okay, awesome. So I have a confession. So in 2021, I think was the most, for me personally, was like the epic Halloween trick-or-treating that I've ever had. Because the intention was, I had told my sister, I was like, hey, bring your kids down and we'll all go trick-or-treating, right, for 2021. And because we live here in Union Park East, we were like, okay, Bryant Park, we've already done Bryant Park. I want to experiment and go try different sections. So we tried Skyline that year. And, you know, it was, I think that it was either 2020 or 2021 when COVID was going on. So everybody was doing like, from the yard, get your candy from the yard, and they had the coolers out, but they were still sitting out in the driveway. And this was for the kids. I didn't even think we were gonna have fun, right? I was like, nah, it's gonna be for the kids. No, man. I started seeing like coolers with beer, Jello shots. I'm like, get your Jello shots. I'm looking at my husband. I'm looking at my sister. I was like, I know this is for the kids, but I want to have fun too. You know what I mean? So I got my Jello shots, started having fun. The kids were having a blast. Oh my gosh, it was the best Halloween I've ever had.
I think, was Oliver with you that year?
No, Oliver was with us last year. And not the year before. I don't think the year before that, because the year before that we tried here, Union Park East. The problem was it was a little bit weird navigating, just because our you know, the where we live at, it's a bit kind of odd where you go next for the houses. So we were so familiar already with Skyline. We had such a blast. We tried doing that again, and if for whatever reason it was kind of off last year. So I think it's gonna come back full throttle again. And Bryant Park gets so freaking busy. You cannot, it is so hard. They run out of candy quick. That's why I didn't do Bryant Park last year or the year before, because I was like, you know what, let me try newer neighborhoods. And then now we have Discovery Park already.
Let me tell you, the folks in Kiki were complaining so much because a ton of people went and they like balled out on those supersized King candy bars.
Yeah.
And like a dozen kids came through.
Okay, girl. All right, you know what? I'm gonna go to Kiki Park this year.
I'm just letting y'all know, Kiki Park is gonna be ready. I know there's just a mound of dirt right there that makes it look like we're still under construction, but we as a community, we are here. Kiki Park is turning up.
Okay.
I would encourage people to like hop around from neighborhood to neighborhood, because it is so cool to see just like the little groups of people doing their thing. It warms my heart. I
like it. I like all the music.
People are here.
Yeah.
So many new people. So even in the same homes as there are new owners or new renters that are in the homes, this is their first Halloween in Easton Park. So you or we may think, hey, you know, been there, done that, or we, you know, this area typically isn't as bumping, but there are so many new people here that it's like we have to navigate the entire neighborhood.
Yeah. Yes. You know what, Christina? Are you doing a table for the Wicked Walk?
So I will be helping the union with the Wicked Walk. That's super exciting. I know there are going to be quite a few different clubs and resident ran organizations that are going to be having tables. And I think they're still accepting some tables if anybody wants to.
We'll sign up. Don't get interested. We've already got a table.
Paid up. Let me tell you, I don't know what we're gonna do, but we're gonna do something epic. I'm gonna bring my speaker, and I bought 2 microphones. By the way, we're also hosting an event. We'll talk about that later on. But I bought 2 microphones. I was like, you know what? Last year when we did, I think it was last year when we did the Wicked Walk, people were liking our music. They were like, man, you guys are like have the music going on. I'm like, yeah, man, because we were
the music, and then we
were lit
bags, and then we had like dog treat bags, and it was just like whatever you want, like take
we were super chill, super cool. I mean,
So fun.
we now know what to expect, so we're definitely gonna throw down and make it happen, make it
From
cool.
my understanding, it's going to be almost twice as many people expected.
Yeah, so we need to. We're talking about a room full size of candy. That candy went by quick. We bought so much candy, and we still needed like a bucket full. I'm talking about a big bucket. We went through 2 more of those buckets aside from the candy we already brought. That's a lot of candy.
That's a lot.
That's how many kids. It was so much. But I don't know. I was just thinking, if you were going to have a table out there and have some sort of, I don't know, like a wicked day of wit. I don't know, like some ideas out there. But girl, we'll do some shout outs.
At least swing by. Huh?
I said, do you all already know what you're wearing?
No.
What day is it? I don't even know.
Can you tell we're procrastinating? No, I'm just kidding. We're like last minute. No, I don't know.
It's only September.
Yeah, I think we're doing good. So we'll think about it soon. Maybe we'll coordinate something, and we'll probably do it like 2 weeks till, I don't know. Last minute, I'll throw something on. We'll figure it out. We'll make it fun.
So fun fact, last year was so special because my dad lives in Brazil. And so I don't usually get to spend many holidays with him, but he happened to be here in Texas for a conference. So he drove into Austin for Halloween and he actually went with us.
Yes.
We were handing stuff out at the Wicked Wall.
Oh, Dad, I love it.
It was so cute. He even put on like a little sparkly hat. He was going with it. Like,
It was so cute. Wait, Gabby, you were a hot dog.
No, I was a taco.
Oh, you were a hot. Oh, you.
My dad was the avocado toast, and my dog was another taco.
That is so cute.
Oh my gosh.
But my dog's got no manners, so he's not coming out this year.
That is so cute. No, I love it. I love it. I'm gonna let me see here.
Oh, I'm so excited.
I know. I'm excited about it too. Christina, I don't know. Can we do something for you at the Wicked Walk? Maybe we can like have something for you as well.
So we can do a little shout out.
I should have a sign that says, "It's scary if you don't have a day of coordinator."
I like it.
Maybe we can have like a I don't know, something. We'll think of something. We're always like trying to brainstorm how we can help our neighbors and get the word out and spreading the word. Because it's amazing how many entrepreneurs and small business owners we have in the neighborhood. So far on all of our live streams, all of them have had their own business. And I'm like, this is insane. So it's pretty cool. I mean, and everybody, I think what's cool too is that as a community, as a neighborhood, we love to help each other out. And that's exactly what we're doing. Like we bring in Saniso and all the other businesses that we've had on here, landscaping, everything. I'm like, man, this is insane. You can have everything. One-stop shop here in Easton Park. You need a handyman, we got you. You know, you need a bounce house for your birthday party, we got you. You know what I mean? Like it's insane what we already have here. And that alone, I think is gold. And adding you on there, like, and we also are getting to know, because I didn't know you did the day of wedding. So this is also another thing to add that we can tell people about, and we'll continue to tell people about. And this will live in the YouTube world forever. So it's pretty amazing. I will also add your name, your Instagram handle, and your website on there. And if you want me to add any other contact information, just let me know and I'll add it into the description of the live stream. That way people know how to get in contact with you. And if for any reason they ask us, you know, off, you know, on the side, then we'll definitely share that information with them for anybody that's looking. But I'm excited. I'm excited to have you as a neighbor. And I also hope you can come to our karaoke night. I mean, just throwing it out there. You're gonna come.
Can I ask one more question?
Yeah.
Come out. I mean, it's gonna be tomorrow. We're gonna be singing. It's gonna be cute.
Yes.
You need to make. No, I have one more question though, because I know a lot of our neighbors like to have these little neighborhood parties, whether that's like a birthday party or special event. And I just want to make sure, you specialize in weddings, but it sounds like you can handle pretty much any event. Is that right?
Correct. So I can do any level event, corporate event, residential. So just, you know, lower event. So yes, it's mainly weddings, but I am able to support with corporate events and
oh my goodness
events. Yeah.
That is awesome. Christina, stop it. Oh my God, you just blew me away right now. Okay, no,
You're in.
yeah, you're it. Yeah,
Continue.
that's awesome. I love. Okay, that this is good because there's several people that throw events here, and like ourselves, we throw the karaoke nights and whatnot, and there's other people that throw bigger events that's needed, and then we also throw our own individual events that are outside of the neighborhood. This is amazing that you help with this, and I think that's needed for people that are actually organizing something fun, and they need that coordination, they need your skills when people don't have it. So oh my goodness. Okay, guys, y'all got to give her a follow. Seriously, guys. If just remember, Instagram, is this where you're normally at on Instagram, or are you on other platforms, social media platforms?
So I have a couple of things going on.
Okay, let us know, girl. Throw it out here. Throw it out.
So my everyday who I am is more of a lifestyle page, and so that's going to be at From Me to Her. Outside of that, my meet, my love, my passion truly is the day of.
Okay, got it. Yeah, because that's where I followed you at, and then the other one was at From Me to Her.
Mm-hmm.
Look at me stalking you. Wait, From Me
to Her, and it's going to be a big picture of me smiling, just like this.
Oh, this is beautiful.
Thank you.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Look at I'm looking at your look at you with your thousands of followers. Look at you, girl. I see you.
That's Easton Park too.
Look at that.
I saw you recording this.
That's me.
Look at you.
I saw you recording this in the union. I swear I was there that day.
I'm gonna be after our live stream. I'm looking at Christina's.
I'm like, hey y'all.
Talkers, it's fine.
Oh my goodness! All right.
In the neighborhood, all of that.
We will be pulling you in for our own use as well as to recommend you, because honestly, you're just such a delight. I feel like we're so lucky to have you in this community. So thank you for also being on here. And
yes, thank you so much for that, Christina. Any parting words, anything that you want to say before you get off and enjoy the rest of your day? I'm sure you're busy and you have to help clients and love on them too. So if you have anything to say, go ahead, get it off your chest.
Yeah. Thank you all truly for this opportunity. Incredible conversation, incredible ladies. And thank you all for this platform. This is so helpful. I was watching some streams and I'm like learning stuff about the new Skyline Park that I didn't know that.
I love that.
Oh, this is that's what that's going to look like. So thank you all for even doing this. It really is meaningful. I think not only to me as a neighbor in the community, but hopefully for others that are joining in and watching or coming back to rewatch to learn about what's really happening in our neighborhood. We have a true gem here at Easton Park. And I think what we're doing as a neighborhood is quite incredible.
It is. I absolutely agree with you 100%. And we're so excited and glad to have you as a neighbor. And I hopefully a long-term friendship as well, because I mean that with every person. I'm like, I want to form a friendship. Despite how my personality is, y'all will get used to me, I promise, and hopefully love me too. So
real. We also really have like fun, cool, good people on live stream. So I feel like once somebody's already on here, it's like, listen, you're stuck now. We're friends.
It's official. It's official.
We're friends now.
Welcome.
Yeah, text me and we'll walk to Sinisa to get our coffee.
Yes.
I bet so happy that we're even meant. Yeah, that is so awesome. I love that. That's a long walk, by the way.
It's a good walk.
It is.
I just showed what kind of I don't work out.
I keep trying to get Liza. I'm like, Liza, do you want to walk to the coffee shop? And she's like, girl, I'm busy showing houses. And I'm like,
I'm all in the bed watching. I'm just kidding. I'm joking.
Showing houses, we'll take that cardio too.
Right on.
Real cardio.
Oh my goodness.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Christina.
You have a wonderful day. Bye, Christina.
Bye, y'all. Thanks.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Oh my gosh, she's so awesome. I love it.
I love that.
How do we have so many good people? It just
and then the many more that are to come. I mean, I don't even know who else has a small business, who else is out there, but dang, this is awesome, because I think we'll definitely utilize her for sure for events. The cherry on top for me, not only her personality, but that she does other coordination for events. I'm like, oh girl, we need you. We need you.
It was like, I'm in my head, I'm like, my next client appreciation party could use a sales coordinator.
Yes.
Heck, even the picnic potluck thing, I was like, I could have used a coordinator.
It is. It's a lot to coordinate an event. It's very stressful.
Yeah.
So definitely her help and services would be much appreciated. But without further ado, Miss Gabby Lady. Is that how you say your last name, Gabby?
Yes.
Lady. Okay. Because sometimes I want to say Leite, but
that's okay too.
Okay.
In Portuguese, it's Pereira Leite, because it's not just Leite.
Leite. Well, why don't we say it right? Let's say it right the first time.
So all of the ways are right. Leite is how they would say it further up north. Leite is where they say it, what they say it like in São Paulo, like the interior. That's where my family's from.
Oh.
So Leite. But if you go up north, they'll be like, Pereira Leite. And that's also
Leite. I want to say leche. It sounds like leche, which sounds like milk.
Well, that's actually what it means.
Oh, I didn't know.
My last name means pear tree milk. I don't even add in the pear tree because people are like Pereira Latte, and I'm like, don't try.
Latte, that is so funny. Oh my gosh, I didn't even know that. See, you see what happens when we have these conversations. Anyways, we got off on a tangent. Yes. I will let you proceed.
Okay. So first things first, I wanted to throw it out there. The PTA for Newton Collins Elementary School. I don't care if you don't have children. They need volunteers. They need all the volunteers. They need non-parent volunteers. And what does it look like to volunteer for PTA? It can be something as simple as putting books back on the shelf or offering to help with their teacher appreciation events. Sometimes they'll go and serve breakfast to the teachers and stuff like that. They also need non-parent volunteers to help with the festivals, because you can imagine that, you know, they'll have a booth and they have a bunch of parents willing to help with the booths, but that means that the parents don't get to see their kids enjoying all the other booths. So us non-parents can come in and serve a really, really helpful purpose as far as helping to coordinate and getting to see all their beautiful little smiles and letting our parent volunteers, you know, sit back and enjoy a little bit of the time with their kids. So if you like kids, or even if you don't like kids, but you do want the community to keep getting better, I'm not judging because some people, I know that they don't feel like they click with kids, but they want the best for the kids. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if that's the case, there's lots of opportunities to help just interacting with adults. I am dead set on doing a non-parent PTA brunch with mimosas. We're going to do it. And parents are still obviously going to be invited, but I'm trying to help them get the non-parents, you know, involved and not feeling like we're super creepers for wanting to help.
Yeah.
So that's where this comes in. If anybody has any questions, feel free to reach out to me or to them, or really any one of us. I know that we can help, you know, connect them to the people in the PTA. And those folks are literally changing these kids' lives. For anyone who doesn't know, these kids didn't have a yearbook until the PTA came along and created their own little system and commission to give these kids yearbooks. They have been able to get grants for free lunches. They've been able to get so many resources because they just didn't have the people, the people to go and apply for these resources. So whatever your strength is, I guarantee you, if you want to make an impact on our community for the better and really give back, this is a great way to do it and support the kids and the teachers. So that's a little quick QR code that'll take them there. And then that's a lot of text, but I'm gonna summarize it for y'all. Okay.
Yes, because I'm like this and I'm like, what's going on here? Okay.
Yeah, I'm like, I can't even see that. That's a lot of like tiny little scribbles. Gotcha. So the long story short, the Texas Memorial Museum is now the Science and Natural History Museum. It's Austin's very first. It's very exciting. They did a huge renovation. It's actually been closed since, I think it was March 2020 or something along those lines. They've been closed and doing renovations for a long time now. And originally, they're not actually going to get rid of that sign where it says Texas Memorial Museum. They're going to have a little section that is still devoted to those memorials. But now they're also going to have the College of Natural Sciences showcase. They will have exhibits with paleontology gallery, the geology gallery, the Texas Wildlife Gallery. They're going to have a Tyrannosaurus skeleton that is brand new. Nobody's seen it. There's a, I hope I say this right, pterosaur skeleton. Anyway, it's giant.
Oh, okay.
Things that are, I don't know, imagine like 33 feet long skeletons of dinosaurs that lived 67 million years ago. Those are the kinds of exhibits that they're going to put into this little space. It's going to be super cool. And they are finally opening their doors on September 23rd from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. So September 23rd, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. It's going to be an official ribbon cutting. They're going to have live music. They're going to have hands-on science activities, performance by the Texas Cheer squad, and some little bites and beverages from H-E-B. And so it's going to be a really good time. It's a super, super cool resource that they've invested a lot of money into making it into an educational experience. And so there's going to be all kinds of new exhibits. Everybody can go. Everybody is welcome. And then if you can't go for September 23rd, 10 to 2 p.m., you'll be able to go after. The doors will be open. And that's going to be like their ringing in ceremony.
Mm-hmm.
But after that, they will be open for normal visitors, and etc.
Perfect.
So y'all go out there, go see those two full-size dinosaur skeleton fossils and all kinds of fun little exhibits. It's going to be completely different, except for the exterior, which is going to stay the exact same in honor of the Texas history that was once, because this whole thing came up essentially because it was like, oh, devoted to Texas's history after like the Alamo and
Mm-hmm.
and now they're like, okay, we're going to keep it like that, but we're adding all of the signs to it. So
Perfect.
super exciting. And then this is our little Easton Park calendar, which obviously this is straight from Neighbor. And you guys can go, and I wanted to remind everyone that when it comes to group events, if there's something that you're interested in, go in and join the group. And that way you'll get little notifications for when they have events. And that's, go and nurture your passions. Go do the things that you love to do. Just go ahead and join the groups that interest you and, have fun with it. So coming up, we have we have our karaoke coming up tonight, tomorrow night.
We have our wait, hold on. We have our karaoke. I'm so proud of this, by the way. It's at the amenity center and our faces are on there. I'm just so proud of it that we bring, like, guys, this is, you know what? We're going to make this lit. All right. It's anything goes karaoke night. It's going to be lit. It's going to be vibing. We're going to
BYOB too. People are allowed to be BYOB if they want.
Yeah. We'll provide the snacks. It'll be a fun night. And there won't be any vendors there. It's just, I'm going to bring my speaker, and I did buy 2 mics. So now we have 2 working mics. I tested them out, and that's why my voice is kind of like, because I was singing for like Brian.
Oh my God.
I know, dude, did you hear me? No, you live 2 doors down from me, but I was just singing. It was like, dude, I'm not kidding. It was like 6 hours. We're just going back and forth like, ooh, let's sing this song and let's sing this song. And it was just 6 hours, and it worked. Those 2 mics are incredible. So anyways, I'm excited. That's all I got to say. I'm excited. It's going to be fun.
I'm so pumped. So this one is we've given a heads up that it's going to be adult content. So, if you bring,
it's just 21 and plus. I mean, it's just, obviously music out there. There can be some songs have profanity in it, and I know that might not be an environment for kids. So we're going to keep it 21 and up. You know what I mean? And let's have fun and put on a good show. So
there is still one person planning on.
I bought a sequence vest to put on.
All 3 of us?
No, I just bought. I don't know. I'm gonna buy a vest and look ridiculous.
I like how you said I bought us.
So
sequins vest.
No, it's just a vest, with little sequins on it. That's all. I bought it at Amazon. It was cheap. It was like $20, but I'm gonna put it on. and have a good time. So
we definitely will. It's going to be super fun. Last time it was a blast. I'm sure this time it will be even more fun because look at you with your 2 microphones.
I'm excited. Anyway,
yes. Anyway, sorry, I got distracted.
Show on karaoke, but yes, we have other events too. Not that we're trying to, take
so
right away from those events.
Also, the Savory Farmers Market just before the karaoke. So go to the farmers market.
Yeah. See, go to farmers market and then hop on out to the karaoke event. I think that's perfect.
Yes. And then we have the Easton Park 55 and up socialites coming up on September 16th. And just a little fun fact, it hasn't been widely said yet, but I'm going to be helping them host a little artsy fartsy event.
Mm-hmm.
That group of people is so darn cool. Like they are
I bet they are. When I went to work out, it might have been like a couple weeks ago. I was like, hey, what's going on? And it's like, I can't keep track of all the events that are going on. There's like, it's the 55 plus socialites. And I was like, okay, I'm going to come crash it. I was just joking. And they're like, you should.
But they said that to me too. When we were at the France night, they were like, you can come. Nobody's going to keep you out of it.
All right. You know what? All right. Whoever. All right. I'm going to bring my speaker. No, I'm joking. It's okay. Karaoke night every night. All right.
They're 55 and up, but this is not some kind of like, oh, calm, like just really trying to take it easy. No, these people are fiery. They have big personalities. They're fun. They have energy. One of them at the France dinner had blue-green hair. Like when I say that these are all super cool characters that like individually are just, I adore them. So I just really want to encourage anyone. If you're kind of nervous to get out there and go make some friends, join anything that makes your heart happy.
Open out to the public. And we got about 10 minutes, guys. So
I'm going to run through.
Okay.
We've got monthly game nights. We have poker. And we have Geeks Who Drink. That's a trivia event.
I'm excited about that.
Oh, yeah. We're going to be there.
Come on, Araceli, talk about it. Because you registered quickly. I was like, man, I think I was the last one that took up the register. I was the last one.
You did.
Nobody be mad at me.
It happened. Well, I'm not very good at trivia, but there's something about just sitting there and like trying to brainstorm these ideas. And the other day I went to trivia at HEB, which, at Lake Austin, HEB has a bar. So every Thursday is trivia there. And I got a $10 gift card and I was so excited. So I'm not good at trivia unless it's movie trivia. So don't feel like I'm going to a shoo-in for winning because I'm not, but I'm there. I'm a shoo-in for having fun. So.
Yes. Oh yeah, we're having a good time. I agree. I'm gonna go. Brian's gonna go too. So yes, I'm excited about that. I was like, damn.
Peeking in from the corner, like.
Yeah. Gabby, I already registered you, just so you know.
But did you really?
Yes, I did.
Gabby's like, I wasn't gonna go, but I guess now you have to.
Guess I'm going to trivia. Okay, I'm actually pumped for that. Thank you. I'm excited.
Okay. You're welcome.
Anyways, let's try to pick it up because I need to go over the market stats.
Right.
And it's the 3.
Pack walks and then more Easton Park Poker Club. There's the small one and the big one. Small one is only residents and owners. Big one, you can bring your friends. So if any of those things sound fun to y'all, or a dog pack walk, anything, go on the neighbor group and join the groups that you're interested in. That's the big thing, because ultimately you want to be kept in the loop of the things that matter to you. So, and then next.
Oh, nice. Perfect. Okay. So I ran the comps yesterday. I think I want to say later in the afternoon. So this should be the most updated thing that we have out there. We'll jump in first into the resale of the comps. And as you'll see, we have a bit more days on the market, and price reductions have been, less. They're going on the market for a lot less. Now, I wanted to point out something interesting about almost half of the homes that are currently active right now. They were pending and they're now back on the market. So just something to note. And also, some of these homes have had, I want to say half of the homes have had a price reduction as well. So that's what you're seeing. And the last time we did this, there was a bigger price range. I think it was up to 860, and now we're seeing up to now 825 on the high end. We only have 4 that I ran it since of yesterday in the afternoon. We have 4 that are currently pending, and the highest of those pendings are at 569. The average of those days on market for those pending homes, they stayed on the market for 66 days before they went pending. So our days on market did go up almost double. I want to say the month before it was 38 days average before it went pending, and now it's at 66 days average before it goes pending. On our recently closed, we had 6 transactions that closed recently between 410,000 and 740,000. Those houses, again, guys, we have to keep in mind they were on the market a lot sooner, right? And then they went off market and closed, and they averaged about 41 days on the market. But as you see, when these pending homes do actually close, we're going to see that number hike as far as how long these homes are staying on the market. So keep in mind that right now, it does show an average days of 41 days for those houses that recently closed, the 6 transactions, and you'll see it there on the map to the right. But in the next month, when we do this live stream again, we're going to see that go into the 2-month time frame as far as how long you can expect. If you are to list a house for sale, you're more than likely expecting about 2 months before it does sell or go pending.
Which is pretty standard for most of Austin right now.
Yeah,
So
and
it's
not entirely bad. I mean, that used to actually be the norm before 2021 hit. 45 days to 60 days was actually the norm. So we're seeing the market stabilize, normalizing. And it's really, in my opinion, I don't think people should really freak out. And this is despite the higher interest rates too. And I really think what's happening right now, what's really helping buyers is, despite the higher interest rates, there are programs out there, such as, believe it or not, there's certain down payment programs that are offering a lesser interest rate in the 6s. So don't think that people cannot afford homes because of the high interest rates. What's happening is there are these overlays and these programs, these government incentives that are helping lower these interest rates. And to jump into the next slide, in the new construction, same with new construction, they're purchasing bonds, right? And in these, to provide these loan incentives and lowering the interest rates. And so if you don't see already this happening, they're providing interest rates. If you purchase with us and use our lender kind of thing, we will provide you an interest rate of 5.5% or 6.25%. So it's not nearing the 7 or 8% what you see now, because all these other builders are providing their own incentives, their own layers, if you use their lender, right? Because they've already purchased.
I want to say something about that too. You know, as a seller, if you're listing your house, you have to think about that. You have to consider that you're competing against the builders, and the builders are, their in-house lenders are often and very, very likely to give incentives like Liza's talking about. So you're seeing these price points, and you might think, oh, my resale home, I should get $1 million for it too. If it's not priced correctly, it's going to, you're going to be upset about it, because that's not the same market. The new construction and the resale market are not the same. What's so great is that Easton Park is a very sought out neighborhood, so people want to live here. But I just want to mention, you know, as a seller, pricing is crucial, and remember that you're competing with the new construction.
Well, I want to speak to that and ask both of y'all a question while we're on here. Are you guys noticing that your sellers are seeming more open to doing seller concessions or offering 2-1 buy downs? Because I've been noticing lately, it seems like the more I present data, the more they're like, okay, so this is becoming pretty standard. Well, should we just go ahead and expect this kind of thing and see if we can get more traction from it? How are your sellers acting?
What I'm seeing personally is sellers are open to mimic what new builders are doing. But the thing that people really have to get in their head, you don't have to mimic exactly what builders are doing. It is the same, the equivalent of providing a seller concession. If you guys don't realize that already, that's what it is. All they're doing is providing a seller concession. And what they're doing is they're fluffing it up by saying, here's the interest rate. Here's how much we're going to give you in closing costs to help you with, you know, to whatever less money to the table. And we'll do like a price. They're all it's all in the seller concession field. And they're just breaking it up to make you see what you're actually getting that. Because if they just put it in plain words, we'll provide you seller concessions, it doesn't sound enticing. It doesn't sound exciting. And what they're doing is they're being creative with that.
And we have to be creative and specific, right? Because it's like, that's what we advertise in the actual listing. We're not just going to say seller concessions available, right? But it is nice to see that there is there's more intention in trying to stay competitive, because there was a while where sellers felt very much like if we list it, it'll sell. And for a while that was pretty true for the most part. You know, eventually if you wait enough, it'll sell. We're not there anymore. The market has normalized. I think it's a lot healthier in a lot of ways because of it. But you're absolutely right, Liza. It's all about getting creative and specific and marketing it so people realize, oh wait, this could actually end up being a better deal than I realized it could be.
Yeah, and it falls, without people realizing, it falls into the marketing aspect of it. You know, how creative can you get with your words and structuring? Here's what I want to convey. Now, marketing department, you take over and come up with the creative ways of saying what I want to relay, and so it's eye-catching to a buyer as an incentive. But to go on to the new construction part. Now, again, as a reminder, and we do remind folks here in our live stream, on every live stream, this is not all conclusive, just because with new builders, they also sell homes off the market. So everything that I have here is off of MLS. And not all new home sales may be reflected on here, but this is what I do have to show you guys. They currently have 61 homes, and this is all the builders, right? Brookfield, Taylor Morrison, Perry Homes. We have all the builders here. We have 61 of the homes. So this is what you're competing against. You're competing against 61 homes that have also stayed on the market for a while. These homes that are currently on the market have been on the market for on an average of 125 days, and they range between 362 and 849,000. The reason there's a drastic price range is because Easton Park, as you know, is a big community with a range of houses from townhomes all the way up to bigger houses in the 3,500 square feet, right? So we have the smaller 2-bedroom homes, and then we have the bigger homes. So that's why you see a drastic price range. Of those, the new construction homes, we have 33 that are pending. Those have averaged 99 days on the market, with the higher price range between 409 and 957. Also keep in mind, whatever has been pending doesn't mean that it just went pending. They could have been pending for 6 or 8 months. So it could have gone under contract at the height of the market last year, and they're still under contract because they need to finish that construction. So this is why you're seeing a huge price difference. And the ones that are active are reflecting more of what they can possibly sell it for. And it might even sell for less. So just keep that in mind. With new build construction, you're going to see higher price points for that reason alone, because they're still under the construction phase. These folks may have gone under contract when it was maybe it had months to go before it's finished. And with the closed transactions, we have about 20 homes that closed in August and also into September. And that price range, again, is from 392 to 965,000. The days on market, it went down a little bit on this one, but only because, again, this is kind of information that's a bit skewed, which is why we like to separate it from the resale to the new construction. So we're seeing about 153 days on market, and 20 of those that have recently sold in the past month and into this month. Are you guys okay if I jump into the leases, just because we have about
go ahead.
Okay.
If we have a second, then I'd love to add something. But
absolutely. I'll quickly run through this. And for anybody that's looking to lease, I've had a couple folks contact me that have wanting to lease their property here in Easton Park. This is also important because what we're seeing too, we have folks from different professions as well. And they're either not living in the property, or they're moving out of state. They don't really want to sell and they want to lease. Or for the folks that also are curious about Easton Park, they maybe want to try it out and want to lease in here before they consider buying. This is what you're looking at. And the reason there's a huge price range as well is because in Easton Park, we have casitas, we have ADUs, garage apartments that are in the 1,300 range, right? So they're either going to be your efficiency style or 1-bedroom style, or you have homes that are fully furnished that are smaller, maybe in the 2,700 square foot range or 2,500 square foot range, and they're fully furnished, leasing at 3,800. Alternatively, the same house could also lease for 2,700 without any furniture. So this is where we're seeing the price range be at right now, 13 to 3,800 for the current active properties on the market. We have 4 that are pending right now, between 2,250 and 3,000. And then in the last month and into this month, we have 13 that have leased between 1,300 and 3,600. And all of these leased homes, they have averaged on the market about 41 days. So a little over a month before they got leased. So if you're wondering, that's what the statistics are on that. And Gabby, I'm sorry, go ahead and I'll knock it over to you. I think you have something to say.
No, that's okay. You did great. I just wanted to put it into context as far as what we've been seeing in the Austin market, just as far as trends go, because in our market sync this week, I imagine y'all both saw where it was like when they told us about the percent of deals that are going under contract at what was it, over 100%.
Mm-hmm.
That's about 27%. That's doing a lot better than it was before. And they attribute this to better pricing, which Araceli goes back to what you were saying. We're like 20% of deals under contract are below 90% of asking price. About 10% between 90 and 92%. And then about 35% are under contract between 93 and 96% of original list price. So as of late August, we've had 79% of deals are now going at 90% or more of original list price.
Mm-hmm. So it seems like on average, homes that are listed at market price, you can maybe expect about on average an 8% in price reduction that they ask. And that's actually what I'm going through now. I've had quite a few listings go on the market last week, and I've already gotten 2 offers, which is insane because I thought that they would stay on the market a lot longer given the data, right? But we gotten offers not at asking price, they're offering below, but still kind of reasonable. So if you do get an offer on that range between, either 90 to 100%. I mean, obviously if it's 100%, take it. But if it's less than that, just know that it's normal from what Gabby is saying. And that's what the statistics are pulling. So.
Yeah. And also, I think it's cool to put it in perspective of it's a reflection on whether we priced the home properly, right? Because you can always do an adjustment later, but it's better to hit the market at a really good number. I also wanted to point out that the active listings that we've seen, they've done a little bumpy bump, right? So I think the highest that we saw this year was in March 2023, and then in June and July. So we had over 8,000 active listings, and then June, July, we had 9,600 listings active on the Austin Round Rock area. So again, you want to keep in mind that that's what is it? 59 days average on market for the greater Austin area. So we're not doing bad. The 66, it doesn't look real pretty, but we're not doing too bad.
Yeah. So 59 for the Austin greater metropolitan area versus Easton Park right now at 41 days.
Yeah. I mean,
it's supposed to show you, just for perspective, how each neighborhood also operates differently. They're going to have their different stats, per neighborhood. So that's why it's so important. We're narrating it here. We're generalizing it here in the neighborhood, but even then in Easton Park, you have to narrow it down even more depending on where you're at, right? So you cannot compare, homes in for the townhomes that I live in. I cannot compare it to a house in Skyline Park that is in similar square footage. It just doesn't work. There are homes in Bryant Park that are similar in square footage to the townhomes here, but it's just not the same. It is not the same. So we have to be mindful of that, how different it is even in different parks within Easton Park.
Yes.
But yeah, that was a great point. Anyway, we're a little bit over time, guys. We, sometimes we get carried away, but it's okay. It's okay. Any final words before we end the live stream? Araceli.
Nope, just excited to see y'all tomorrow at karaoke.
Yeah.
I'm excited. It'll be fun. I hope that was useful context. If not, I can scrap that for the next time. But throw it out there in case.
No, that's perfectly fine. You be you. You do you, girlfriend.
Will do.
I will keep it in line. I didn't have my little paper that says you're talking too much. No, I'm just kidding.
I need to get you one of those buttons so that you can press.
I know. I need to have like a little soundboard on here. No, I'm joking.
Oh,
yes.
Last thing. We are coming up on our 1 year mark of having been doing these. So 12 months now. We're about to hit 12 months. Can you believe it? And it sounds like we're on track to do an in-person event for that.
Oh my God. Guys, this was Christina's suggestion. Wait, Hold on a second. Suggestion or suggestion?
Suggestion.
Suggestion. Suggestion. All right. This was
her idea.
Anyways, and we haven't planned it yet. We might need Christina's help. You see, we didn't even we should have brought it up to her. We need her help with this. An in-person event. I mean, would y'all be interested in that? I don't know. Let us know. We'll also post a poll. I think a poll would be a good idea in the Facebook forum for Easton Park.
Let's gauge if the people want it. If the people don't want it, we can keep it on the YouTubes. That's fine.
It's a fantastic idea. And then maybe we'll ask at the karaoke event tomorrow. Y'all come. I'm serious. I'm serious. Anyways, guys. Any last words? Nobody? All right, guys. We are going to end it again. We are EPNS, Easton Park Neighborhood Specialists. So we love bringing you live streams. We're going to call it a day. And peace, guys. I'm ending the live stream in 1,